Hello YouTube, hello Twitch. We've had a new patch in Hearthstone, the big patch. They showed lots of buffs, a couple of nerfs as well to mainly Death Knight. But the big class that got buffed was Warrior. They were languishing at the bottom of the HS replay rankings. They were typically bouncing between, 10th and 11th with Mage. And after all these buffs, and what were the buffs? They got a lot of buffs to the Rifts. Every Rift got a mana discount, so now you can play your Rifts a turn earlier and get the full power from that. Also, Frightened Flunky got a little buff, which I've got in this deck, and the weapon also got a 1 attack buff to it. So I've thrown in as many of the cards that got buffed for Warrior into a single solitary deck. This has improved it from being 11th in the rankings with about a 40% win rate. It's now 10th in the ranking with a 44%, and I'm pretty certain that's because mages right now are tanking their win rate by trying to play Light Show Naga Mage. Spoiler alert, I don't think that's still a viable deck right now. However, I still think people are playing the Warrior deck wrong. I've entitled this deck The Fools They Don't Know. It was meant to be no, because I think there's still a decent deck here. I don't think we've got, I've got a refined deck list yet, but I'm approaching something. So there was 2 decks that can revolve around some of the new cards that were added to the Warrior. The Menagerie Warrior, I think, was the more popular, inverted commas, because it could rush a lot of minions to the board. But if you're going to play an aggro deck, you'll play Frost Death Knight, right? You'll play the Undead Priest. They're just outmatching it. So why compete with them? That's stupid. Alternatively, you could play more of like a very strong control deck package. True, you can play that, and I did play that before. Unfortunately, there are better control decks out there, namely Blood Death Knight. And also the Priest. Just the Control Priest deck. So Priest Death Knight, pretty obnoxious. So instead I've tried to refine this more towards some sort of mid-rangey deck. I'd also say that the control variant was more of a combo deck where you were trying to get the buffs, the double buffs from Lor'themar and Blackrock and Roll or the Trenchstalker, and you just hit a Trenchstalker to their face. That was the Wombo combo one-shot, and it was pretty disgusting. However, and I said this on the previous video when I did the first Warrior deck, which was for the first video of this expansion, I don't think you should play this as the combo deck. I think you accept that Trenchstalker might be a 17, 19 or whatever it comes out to be, or a 16, whatever it is, and you just chunk down the opponent. You just keep putting on more and more threats, and eventually you'll just outvalue them. So I've kind of brought it back out of the full control range into this sort of mid-rangey value deck. And I think this is where it could work. Now, as I said, I don't think this is fully refined, but it matches up pretty okay against some of the mean decks out there. We have earlier Rifts now. We have the Verse Rift coming on 1 mana. We have the Chorus Rift on 3. I think it was 3 before. Did this actually get buffed? I don't remember. I think this might be the same, actually, for the Rifts. But having the Rift 1 turn earlier means you can deal with a really annoying threat early on. Like, you can just kill off a 2 health minion. Pretty sharpish, and it's very nice. The Chorus Rift will let you draw and also maybe replay the Verse Rift. And now that Blackrock and Roll is not 1 mana less, sorry, wrong card. Bridge Rift even, 1 mana less on that, gives you your 4-3 Rusher much sooner. And if you can get Bridge Rift from 5 and, play another Bridge Rift on 6 and then play a Verse Rift, you can quite easily flood the board with your rockers, right? So this kind of helps you control the early game somewhat. I've also thrown in here the Frightened Flunky to discover a taunt minion, because the taunt build for Warrior actually pretty solid. So, and it's got that 1 extra health just to deal with the early game aggression. Now, when I generated this deck before, my first iteration of it was more control orientated, and I definitely had the armor package in there, I believe. More armor I can get, we can use it for removal. I've taken that out now. I don't think the armor package is the way to go with this. I think instead you want some bits of control, but some bits of, putting minions on the board and getting value. To help control the early game now, we've thrown Bash into the deck. Shield Block is now being reduced as well. I forgot that was one of the other big buffs. 2 mana now for 5 armor and draw a card. Chef Kiss. Very nice. Other cards I've added to the deck. I've actually thrown out a card that I was kind of surprised. I was playing my decks around this Sword Eater, And because I was playing around Sword Eater, I didn't want to run the weapon, the drum kit, because, you know, it's going to break the weapon early and possibly kill itself. Instead, I've decided to take out this pirate, and I've thrown in Hooked Fist instead. Now, you might be pointing out I've only got one weapon, or 2 copies of one weapon in the deck. Sure, but we have Verse Riff as well, so that could give us attacks. And also, this is just threatening enough as it is that people use resources to kill it. We've then got in Pozzik, a card that I criminally underrated, honestly. I thought, you know, it's 4 mana 5/4, give your opponent 2 cards. No, it's 4 mana 5/4. If you're playing an aggro deck, you screw up their ramp. Like, they don't want to be playing 3 mana 3/3s. But they do, I can assure you, they will do play that. Because if, you know, you get the trade and get the 2 3/3s, that's disgusting. So it's a very good answer against, especially the Undead Priest. If you can play this on 4, or even coin it out on 3, you can really mess up the opposition. So this has been added to my deck. I took out the Bladestorm. I found it just too unreliable. There are too many decks that you prefer Defile over Bladestorm, let's put it that way. Namely the Undead Priests again. But anything with like the Reborn tag, the Bladestorm, it just doesn't do it for me. I've kept in Asvedon. You can get some huge plays off this. But sometimes it's a 3 mana 3/4 taunt, which again is great against the aggro. Now, where I think things sort of like blur a little bit is I've thrown in a bit of the package of the different minion package, the Menagerie package. Now, you might be pointing out, and you're right, there are not that many classes here. Not many tribes, sorry. I've typically been playing this Roaring Applause as 2 mana draw 2 cards. Is that good? No, but I felt like without having this in, you had too little draw. You couldn't just rely off the Chorus Riff. So I've basically got this in here. Occasionally I will play this as 2 mana draw 1 card. But for the most part, I will just throw this out onto the board when I've got like 1 tribe minion on there. And I can tolerate that. We do have the Nagas, we have mechs, we have a pirate. So there are ways to get to, you know, 3. I don't think I've ever drawn more than 3 with it. That's just where it is. And then the final like little cherry on top of the cake, I've thrown in the Riot combo with Mish-Mash Mosher. Now, honestly, I don't think this combo is too big. I've only pulled it off 1 time, and I actually lost the game that I did pull it off. So the idea is that if you Riot, Mish-Mash Mosher can't die, so he will be a board clear. It's a guaranteed board clear, which makes up for the fact that we've not got a Bladestorm. Admittedly, it's a 10 mana combo, so it's a very late combo, but it, in theory, will help us break down something like, you know, a Druid, for example, where they put out their huge minions after the Nubrakan turn. So that's kind of why that's in there. I've also been using it in certain decks to Roaring Applause Zilliax to give me another heal off it. And that can be the difference between, you know, you living and dying. And I forgot to mention, with, you know, Pozzik in the deck, if you do get one of these bots back, that's a mech for Zilliax to sit onto and enjoy the sweet extra 3 lifesteal. And then finally, we do have some of this package of hitting them in the face. I have Lor'themar Theron to try and double everything, Blackrock and Brawl. Ideally, even just play one of them and just get that extra little bit of value. That might just be enough to see us through to the end. And then we do have Trenchstalker to hit them in the face. I've got Olgra, hopefully again to hit them in the face. And then I've even thrown in Azshara, just a little bit of extra value. As I said, this is more value-orientated than the previous one, which was more control-orientated. I'd probably say the previous one was more combo-orientated, even though I said it wasn't. I did remove out, again, some cards for actual Grommish and Ramonia, sorry, they both got removed. Lamonia, I think, has got a shout to be in this deck. I kind of took it out to put the Mish-Mash Mosher combo in. I could see taking that out and throwing this back in again. Grommash, I think if you're going to run it, you have to run some of the Enrage package. But I found the Enrage package maybe not quite strong enough for this deck. Anyway, without further ado, let's get down to business. What are we hoping for here? Honestly, I'm hoping right now that I don't just go against pure aggro every game. Now, in theory, aggro should be what we're looking forward to. But there are definitely decks now that will just rush me down too quickly. Paladin is the one that actually scares me the most. Brawl, pretty useful. I think we look for Flunky here. I don't think Lavagorger is good enough to hold either. The Verse Riff honestly might be fine, but the reason why I say I don't want to play against Paladin particularly is the Divine Shield. I can't just kill things off with like the Verse Riff. This is pretty excremental, this hand. I'm actually going to throw Last Stand out there and hope to get Flunky. Okay, hello Lavagorger again. This is almost certainly the aggro Divine Shield Paladin. It's like the main Paladin being ran right now. Yeah, and I can't kill that now. So we're going to have miserable times until turn 5. But once we hit turn 5, then things will start turning around a little bit for us with the brawls.
What'll wet your whistle?
I'm very happy this was what will wet your whistle. Also, is my volume disgustingly loud right now? It is. Let me just turn that down. Hopefully it wasn't for you as well. I think my audio may be all over the place now. Honestly, throw 3-4 on the board. Now, I didn't mention this, but between the first video where I showed this deck off, or this type of warrior deck off, and this one, I've gone through many iterations, including rage deleting the deck because it wasn't strong enough, let's be honest with you. I said that you're just playing it wrong. Yeah, you're not. It just wasn't strong enough, so. But I think now that the Rifts have come down in cost, there's definitely something here again. How do I want to do this? Honestly, I think I just want to put a taunt on the board and make them pop Divine Shields on it. Will I have time to play this on 5? No, but I'm probably going to have to... Well, actually, if it's still I'm risking it for a biscuit. If it's only like this attack on the board, I don't need to worry about it. I might be able to get away with throwing it out there. But we'll see what tempo they play. But yeah, I had a bit of a rage at this between the parts. Okay. Interesting that they're running Consecration. But what was causing the rage? I think it was more of the consistency. You would just get raced down too quickly, and then Bladestone wasn't good enough control. Now that you've got some of the early game, you know, draw, gain armor, I think it's better. Also, I think it's better now with the... Fuck it, you have 4 damage on the board. Rock and roll, baby. Yeah, I think it's better as well now that I've removed the gaining armor package. And instead I'm just running minion-based. Okay, this could be the... No, the Elementals probably won't come out yet. I think you've only played 5 cards. Let me get that off the board. Again, all the reasons why, you know, the Paladin is good against the... Another interesting card. The Warrior. My drum kit doesn't really do much. It could be a mass bubble popper, but you kind of want more than that. Okay, Funkfin was one of the cards I was worried about. This could be a Brawl. Yes, play more onto the board, please. Brawl plus the button. I can live with it. Hello, Mish-Mash Mosher. Nice timing. Thankfully, Funkfin didn't live. And let's just steadily gain some armor. Now, I'd like to save a Brawl for the Countess turn, assuming it is the Countess in there. Pretty certain it is. Man, I might Brawl this just again. Oh, I'm definitely Brawling this again. Holy shit. They do not respect the Brawl. And I say I'm going to save it. You know what? We have an 11-18 Mish-Mash Mosher. That's good enough. And... what are you at right now? 3 damage. So Hookfist will live. It's a bit of a waste. But I want to draw cards. Interesting card to draw. It doesn't break up their pure synergy, sadly, as the cards go into the hand. But it's still a 4-mana 9/8. Strange. Was that in the deck, or was that the discovered one? No, it's in their deck, so they're running, like, a Dragon Paladin. Do I get Mish-Mash Moshing here? They have 5... 8... 11, 14, 16. So it will live. And Paladin isn't great on the old removal. Despair? Question mark? I didn't count the Divine Shield. I'm dumb. I think it does die. Yeah, oh, it definitely dies. Still, not the absolute worst. You can keep that dragon, by the way. They never expect the 17-18 Trenchstalker. They should do. That doesn't save them. Actually, maybe it does save them. It depends. Do I just risk it for a biscuit here? If it hits the face, we win. But if it hits this, I don't win. So it's a 1 in 5, then a 1 in 4. I think we just go for it. Face. Not that minion! Well, we got the face, and we have to be happy now because they have to trade this. I think the odds were against us getting the clear there, and by the clear I mean killing them. But what are you going to do about this if you're running equality? You have a consecration, so maybe you're running equality too. Oh, they are running equality. Turns out, yes. Still, all we need to do is find the weapon right now. Don't hit that again. I'm 1 off lethal right now. Because if I get the Chorus Rift, it's going to give me the 2 attack right now.
Need a bit more spice over here.
Now, this is interesting. What order does this go in? I don't know. We're about to find out. Face? Face? Come on! Hit him in the face, you coward. Also, enjoy 2 3/3s. Don't spend them all in one place. Uh-oh. Why did they attack me? Ah, a Nacronos. Cool. Still, that problem is going to come back in the future for you, okay? And you have to play it, right? That's potentially lethal coming in. I'll put you on 4 now, please, Paladin. God, I love an 8/7 Zilliax in the afternoon. Oh, a 4/12 taunt for 9 mana. Wow. Wow. It'd be pity if Trenchstalker just Trenchstalked all over your face. Beautiful. A thing of beauty. Just pure despair for the pure Paladin. Now, will I say, were they playing the best deck list of pure Paladin I've ever seen? No. Absolutely not. Although, Faithful Radic, I believe it is. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Ooh, a Shaman. Another class that I kind of wanted to... I wanted to play the deck the way that Blizzard intended for you to play it, because I think it's kind of garbage. Okay. It's probably the Totem deck, right? It's not going to be Overload Shaman. There's no way you could be endowed with Overload Shaman. And again, I'm very happy for the Pozzik right now. I might coin Pozzik. Hell, I might coin Flunky. I probably won't. I might have done if it was a 3-attack minion, though. Just to deal with Eyesore, whatever it's called. I just call him Eyesore. Okay. And now we win. They didn't explode out of the gates. We win. I will take a Sword Eater this time. I considered putting it into my deck. I've had it in my deck in previous iterations. It is the perfect... Oh, it is Totem Shaman, by the way. It is the perfect amount of... Oh, shit. I'm going to get attacked by a weapon immediately. And I think I actually now don't coin Pozzik. I coin Sword Eater instead. And I start eating swords. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Playing against the Shaman deck is honestly like playing against that Divine Shield Paladin. You just want control of the board at all opportunities. Kill the Anchor as soon as it comes out. Kill Eyesore as soon as it comes out. Except, there's Eyesore. Except that Giganttotem is going to come out at some point. And we'll just need an answer for it. Which could honestly be attrition. That's fine. That's very fine now. Let's get Eyesore off the board.
This place is
scary. A dirty rat. No, I think I will take a Drum Soloist because my board is going to be fairly clear soon. I'll take the 3-2 off. If they've got a Giganttotem, I don't know how many totems we've killed now. I think it was like 4. They might get it out soon. If they don't play the Anchor Totem with this, I'm very happy. Okay, Flame Tongue. Pretty good as well. Fair enough. Okay, let's take that off the board now as well. And would you look at that? We're on turn, 6, turn 7, 31 health and 1 more health than you, Totem Shaman. And we haven't done anything spectacular. Okay, I didn't realize you had 2 of those. Do I have any more Rush? I I have Igneous into Riot, but that is not a guaranteed kill. I might have to Brawl here, but again, obviously that's not a guaranteed kill.
What next?
Or I could Olgra. Attack Olgra. Becomes a 4/7. It doesn't clear, sadly. It doesn't clear, so why would I do it? Maybe I go for Zilliax from Last Stand. Nope, that won't be double stat, so it won't be good enough. Oh, I can't Riot into it. I'm going to go for luck, 50-50. I'll take it. So the totems are all +2/+2 from now on. And would you look at that, they have the super buff totems. Nope, playing an audio bot. Playing 2 audio bots. Very nice, thank you. And a 10-10. Okay, this is probably our Brawl turn. What was the last spell they cast? It was Fish, right? It'll give me 3 fish. 5, 6. Can I do this without using Brawl? Because that would be fantastic. It wasn't summon one of every totem, right? Oh, maybe it was. Fuck, I don't remember. Just Brawl. I can't remember. If the 10-10 lives, I deserve to lose. Okay, the fish lived. That's probably the best outcome. I didn't even mention Astalor when I talked through, you know, the mid-ranginess of this deck. Astalor, nice, a little bit of control on the first form, a little bit of extra health on the second. Where's my Brawl? Oh, Riff, perfect, just what I wanted. So it's Wind Fury, Poison, Rush. It doesn't have Lifesteal. Not that it matters. So I could hit that.
What next?
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
I can't remember. Do I go for one of each totem? Is that good enough? But what would I play with it now? I don't think I've played a Riff yet. I basically just need to grind this thing down. Okay, Zilliax is useful. I'll just take the armor. They might just hit me in the face here, and I probably would do for 26. Well, then we have an answer to it next turn. This is a scary board state. God damn it! What a hand. I really need my Brawl. This'll work, though. Zilliax has to be played here.
Unity, precision, infinity.
Take this off the board. They get 1/1, I know. Then, if it's all the totems, I'm fine. It was schooling. Well, the more you know. And this is the thing that scares me the most. Now, they shouldn't have a way to cheat through Zilliax here. So I'm going to get 6 health, so I think we're fine. Great top deck for them. I still think I'm fine. Oh, actually, maybe I'm not anymore. 19. Oh no, I've got another ton. I'm dumb. Okay. You are not clearing the board here. Depends on the order you attack in. I just have to play taunt again, right?
Worthy or
But that definitely doesn't save me. I can kill the 6/6. Gorge won't save him because it gets killed by the Stone Right. Fuck, if it wasn't for the Stone Right, I think we'd have an out here. I don't know if this goes on order played. If it goes on order played, it's going to hit the 15-13 and just instantly pop. What about you gain 3 additional? 5, 8, 12. I'm done. I think I'm dead. I thought he was. It goes on an order they attacked him. Oh, sorry, order that came onto the board. That was honestly super unlucky. They just top decked like the 3 perfect cards for them. Without the Stone Right, I could have cleared it. Despair. Oh well. It's probably my fault for using the Brawl too soon. I'm going to say it was my fault for using the Brawl too soon. And actually not recognizing that I would have got the fish was also a problem. Right. What flavor of Death Knight? Nerf Death Knight, by the way. How are they nerfed? Well, one of the cards in Frost Death Knight was nerfed, and they can no longer discover 3 runes. Which is pretty good against Blood Death Knight. Honestly, it doesn't make a huge difference against Frost. Except they don't get Frostworm anymore on the Discovery. The deck is still really strong. It's not Frost, though. It is probably Blood, as they've gone to 35 health. I have been experimenting with Blood at 30 instead without Renathal. Just thin down the deck a little bit. And honestly, it seems pretty good. Interesting. Saving the button. 5 armor, draw me a card, please. Okay, now we need to pay attention of spells. Into Blood Death Knight, there's actually not that many spells that are transformative. Assuming it's Blood still. Maybe it's Unholy or, I don't know, some sort of meme deck. Death Knight, I kind of need you to play cards. My deck doesn't work if you don't play cards. All of my things are reactive right now, well, except Queen A, but she needs the reactive things to go off first. This has to be Blood. Okay, we have the guaranteed kill combo. Do I coin Azshara? I think I just coin Azshara. Now, I know the temptation here is to take the copy a spell and play 2 Blackrocks. No. Too greedy. Give me a horn and we'll move on with our life. Okay, they've pushed the button. All for a Vizier. Or Vizier.
My blood for the Lich King!
I guess Azvedon could potentially... I don't know why I thought this now, because you can't discover this card anymore. But if you get the blood one that gives you 10 health for, 3 corpses, it's a pretty good one to copy. Anyway, we are definitely Horn of the Ancients in here. Crab is pretty good. 1 cost crab. I'll have a portion of that, please. Bonk. Bonk. Do I trade the 4-1 into the 1-1? Do I trade the 5-4 into the 1-1? No. If you want to make that trade, you do it, okay? I can't bear to see that trade. Really all I'm looking for right now to put the pressure onto them is Lor'themar or the Blackrock, right? That's not worth copying. Because otherwise, I can't put pressure onto this deck. So hopefully they're not at the bottom. In fact, I might even dredge just have a quick looky. What is in the bottom of my deck right now? Not them, but Hook Fist into the Claw. I've seen worse things. And actually, let's start the Astalor train going. Another potential way for us to overcome this is to burst them down. Obviously, new Astalor, I say new. When was he nerfed? It was like 2 months ago, 3 months ago. The Astalor is 14 now, and I don't really have a way to copy it or bounce it in any way. And he might just get destroyed now. Oh, Zilliax is pretty brutal. Oh well. That thing I will kill, because Blood Death Knight is often very, very greedy.
Armament upgrade complete.
Give me 3 ammo, please, and draw a card. Probably should have drawn first. Hey, it doesn't matter, I would not have played that. And how do you like this Blood Death Knight? I'm still at 46 health, you're at 23. You don't like it, do you? Taste of your own medicine. Goodbye, Hook Fist. You honestly served your purpose again. Three, 6, 7, 8. So I can make him overdraw here. Am I going to? Yes. That seems fun.
Hey, you! Install these for me, won't you?
The question then is, do I trade here? I think the answer is yes. I think I'll save Riot. No Vampire Blood for you. And again, they're playing 3 mana 3/3s. Now, it is a control deck, so it's not the end of the world for them. Still annoying.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
You here for the tour?
To riff or to not riff? I would like to riff, but the mass is not particularly easy on the riff here. I could do it with Riot, but I don't really want to use my Riot right now. Yeah, the mass is just really bad.
What next?
I could Trenchstalk. Clear 3 of them. The Trenchstalker will live. It might only clear 2 as well if it goes face. Sure. Okay, he's bloodthirsty today and hit the 1-1. Alright, that was the worst result. Oh, sorry, not quite the worst. If you hit the 2-2 instead of one of the 3-3s. Actually, you could argue that was the better result, because he might copy Astalor with the Naga that copies things. I forgot her name. Zola, right? She's Zola. So bad with names. Again, very nice, but I'd really like to, you know, get my value cards, please. It'd be much appreciated if I could double all my stats and my minions. It's going to be like the 4th card from the bottom deck, and Lor'themar will be like the 5th. And it's like, well, I got no value here. To counter that, I did consider putting in add 3 Colossal Minions to the bottom of your deck, just so that I would have something to put at the bottom of my deck to get copied. But I think it's just too much of a meme play. Too memey. Not enough dreamy. Can I do 9 easily? No. I'd really like to get the Hook Fist buffed by the Verse Rift. So 3-1. So I want to spend 6. I guess I could throw Olgra onto the board. It's pretty rubbish. Or I just throw this out there, but I think that's loaded right now with a not very good card. I think it's one of the lifesteal. I'll go with this. I think it's one of the lifesteal things, right? And it'll be untagged, so it could hit my own minion. And I think I'm willing to hit this with my face. I'm sat at like 50 plus armor. Where is it? Where's Blackrock? Okay, we need to be counting as well. They've used one of their Soul Stealers now. They have 2 more of the kill minions based on the corpses you have. Sure. Okay, this is going to be annoying. Their new extra lifesteal. We look to the bottom of the deck. The likelihood of being the 3rd from bottom card is so low.
This place is scary.
I mean, I have more than 4 armor. So a 5 mana 8/8 or a 3 mana 4/7 Divine Shield.
Worthy or unworthy?
I think the Bailiff might be just slightly better here. No, I think I will value Divine Shield. There's a lot of ways for Death Knight to remove that, and I think I'm actually going to throw out Astalor. There's a lot of ways for them to just kill a minion without doing damage to it, but they have got the weapon equipped right now. It could be annoying. That's the last Asphyxiate gone, though. Unless they discovered one. Okay, here's Mograine. Mograine has to die. I can't let them play it twice. And I don't have a way to clear it conveniently. It's not the bottom card. I guess Roaring Applause isn't particularly good here either. Give me the school teacher. Oh, not the way I wanted that to play out either. Oh well. I'll take 7 to the face. Oh snap, that's going to be my turn as well, I think. Unfortunately, I'm pretty certain the Death Knight pool of 3 or below cards on mana cost better than the Warrior one. I might get a Riff though, you never know. Okay, that's a pretty good answer. And a Ghostwriter. No. Conqueror's Banner, though. I mean, I want to draw my cards. Do my cards have a higher cost than theirs? Probably. Screw it. I'm going for it.
Pick me!
Okay, bad start. Really bad start. Come on! Oh, and they have a patchwork still. That's incredible. So I miss, out of the cards, 15 cards, I miss Lor'themar, I miss the Blackrock. What else have I got in there that was pretty expensive? I've got a Trenchstalker still in there, but I'm glad I didn't draw that. Okay, Blood Boil doesn't bother me.
Our gift of frost shields us.
Thank the Lord.
For a master tactician, this is nothing.
Okay, the onus is on us now to trade.
Has come to dethrone our former master.
It's gonna look weird, but I'm going to double trade into the 5/5. Because, again, I'm worried they're gonna run Zola and copy it. But I think we're good. If they didn't copy Mograine, like, what would you copy in that deck? That's a great thing for Asvedon, by the way. Don't play another spell. No more. Damn it! Come on! Okay, play a different spell. Play a good spell. A good spell, please? I mean, we can find out what that is. Or I can flip my deck. You know what? Turn the table around. It's time for value. Hello. Just stupid. Alright, I'll take draw 2, please. A 12/12 school teacher. Trenchstalker right now is lethal. If we can find it. And we have 12 turns to do it right now. Ish. Doesn't matter.
This place is scary.
Huh. Is that the correct play? No, but I think this might be the right play. Enjoy your extra health. I don't care. Honestly, completely fine. Trenchstalker right now must be at... Oh, hang on a minute. It's not as high as I think it is. It's in the 20s, I believe. So actually we'll survive through it. But soon they will not survive. Once my frightened Flunky gets a hit in. Once my Black Scale Brute gets a hit in. Don't hit Trenchstalker. You scumbag. Okay. The last spell they played was Cheat Death. Nope, it was Mindsear.
Worthy or unworthy?
What was the last thing in my Bridge Riff? It was gain 2 attack, 2 armor. I think I just hit this and kill it. And then play a Riff. And we hope they play a good spell. They will run out of value eventually. They've used both of Asphyxiates. That's 2 Patchworks now they've played.
Why aren't you cheering?
Actually, that's 1 Blood Boil, but it doesn't matter. My minions are too big for Blood Boil to matter. And this might be as good as I can hope for you. There's no more Taunt minions in my deck.
Magic betrays those who abuse it.
Five cards, none a taunt. Oh, I've got the fucking pirate guy, but that's not going to help me. This is one of the corpse explosions. Minions! I just need minions! You're not a minion. This will be, though.
I marvel at this.
There's no minions in my deck. Alright, well.
I judge you.
Again, I'm just going to call it as I see it. I think we got so unlucky there. The last... Well, the second from last minion in my deck, I think, was Lor'themar. And then Blackrock was after that. Unlucky.
Anhilda versus Anduin.
Speaking of unlucky, this, if it's the control variant, is a matchup I don't think we can win.
Arise and carry out.
But I'll give it my best. Hopefully it's not. Goodbye, Hookfist. Sorry, you're saying Hookfist, but goodbye. Because I'm going to throw you as a 3-mana 4/3. Probably. We'll see. If it's controlled, then I won't. You get to live.
I see you've brought guests.
You don't get to live. You're going to probably die. What are we looking for? We're looking for Pozzik. I'm going to throw Last Stand out there. I know it's so bad to play it on 1, but I really wanted Frightened Flunky. That gives me a 2-mana play now. That isn't just throwing Astalor on the board.
This place is scary.
So we're playing you on 3. So we're looking for a 4. I guess Dread Corsair could be the 4. Or if we draw the weapon, I could play that with the coin. Actually, 4 is probably going to be Coin Brawl. 10 feels so late to wait for, though. Annoyatron is just going to die. It has to be Corsair. I can't guarantee they're going to get to 10 versus this deck. Pretty happy with the trade, to be honest with you.
Run as fast as you can.
More Flunkies? Or just play a Hook Fist? Flunky, I'll go for you again, buddy. Chaz Dingo, anyone? I don't want Tailing because I don't want to actually draw the other Trenchstalker. Sentinel is a good 5, but I'm probably brawling on 5 now. Chaz Dingo.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Okay, are you getting your haunted minion with this? No. Ooh. Coin to play a Riff. It's my first Riff, so it doesn't matter where I play this. Hook Fist into the Verse Riff. One draw gives me some armor. Mish-Mash Mosher, very nice. That's going to be pretty powerful into this matchup. I'm feeling good. They're on turn 5. They've not put me on lethal yet.
The more you struggle, the better.
It'd make me very happy if you trade with me right now. Oh, we traded. You love to see it. Okay, Astalor could kill the egg. Is there a reason for me to kill the egg, though, right now? Not really. Can't do anything else, though. Brawl doesn't feel particularly great now. Is it just Chaz Dingo?
Worthy or unworthy?
Chaz Dingo? What's he actually meant to say there? Is it actually Chaz Dingo, or... Because I'm sure it's not, right? He probably says somewhere in the gallery. Okay. Well, unless you can break them, I'm not too scared. But what I am scared about is not that. What I am scared about is that you mass revive your board and get a bunch of eggs out of it. That'd be troubling.
I will do my best to save him, my lord.
They are certainly letters. Thank you for the follow. CJ Novo 992 VBQ. I got there in the end. Thanks for the follow. Okay. Weird looking spell. A little Riot, you say? It would pop the eggs is the problem. I do have Riot in the deck, though, and I'm approaching Mish-Mash Mosher plus Riot. Combo Wombo? Sure. I don't think it's the right play, but it's the fun play. Oh, they're going to copy something. They're going to copy Astalor.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Is this a brawlable board? Again, you don't want to necessarily brawl into the eggs. I could coin to Mish-Mash Mosher. It will die in the process almost certainly. I kind of want to wait one more turn to get the full combo off. Which also means I kind of don't want to Brawl. Uninspiring, but I could Renathal Corsair. Because what are they going to do about it? They have the board full of minions. Or I can hook this and just threaten that I'm going to attack them next turn. It almost has like taunt. Or I can just Brawl. Brawl though could leave 6/6. Oh, screw it. Brawl. Brawl and push the button. Because if they revive everything, that's what we want, because then we can kill it all with Mish-Mash Mosher. So I actually put more damage onto their board. I didn't think you'd get the buff either, but... whatever. Alright, it's time to Mish-Mash Mosh Riot.
Pick me!
Enjoy. Bonk. Bonk. The sad thing is they're just going to hit the hero power, but it's still funny. Goodbye, board. And even though they're not buffed, I could just start throwing Trenchstalkers at them now. Could also just play Astalor. Since they're already doing 14 damage to me at some point in the future. Are you just Thief Priest? Like, what's going on here? You're not an undead. What is this deck? So Astalor is definitely coming next turn. They're just going to slap that guy right onto the board. This would protect me from some of the damage to it. So 2, 3. I'd have 3 healthy minions on the board. Effectively at 25. Which means that Astalor is going to leave me on 11 health. And then they're going to be able to push the button. So I'll probably go 9 health. Alternatively, I can Astalor myself. But it doesn't feel particularly great. As I'd be leaving 7 damage on the board. They might actually hit the 8-2 with the button here. It's not really necessary, I don't think. I guess that there are an odds situation where it doesn't play like that for you. They're not playing Astalor, I think. Nope, they're playing Astalor. Fine. Right. Trenchstalker clears, but dies in the process. Is that good enough? No. I actually think we just Finley and put it to the bottom of the deck. If we lose to this, so be it. Surely there's a better control option in the bottom of my deck here. A pretty good one. Zilliax. Oh my god, it wasn't much better. What was the last spell they played? Holy shit, I do not remember. Have they played a spell this game?
Worthy or unworthy?
3, 4.
Time is fleeting.
This isn't going to look nice. Just letting you know. There wasn't really a great clear there without just punching it with my face.
There is no light, only power.
Run as fast as you can.
Ow. This is becoming a problem. 3 into there. Would leave me on lethal.
Worthy or unworthy?
What was the last spell you played? I don't remember. This could be a big throw. I thought it was grave digging. Okay, we're back in it. Wait. Are we back in it? What was the... Have you played a Rift this game? I don't remember. God, I'm all over the place on this one. We did. We played the 2 attack. Sweet. If they do the 2 damage to all twice, we die. And I think they're fishing for it. What a weird version of the Undead Priest this is. It's more like Thief Priest.
I am a friend of the Sire. Who here can spell Zilliax? Anybody?
Okay, if we can get you outcast. If I can get you finale, I can take the 10-3 off the board. I do want to Blackrock and roll. So let's do it. Astalor is interesting. It gives me 5 armor. But I think we're going to want Olgra as the Clay. Then I think I take you off. And hit you in the face. We're living. We're a liver so far. Doesn't bother me. You gain all the health you want. You have 8 cards left in your deck. And until you Blackrock and roll, I don't care. And you probably can't anymore, as I played it. I mean, sure, I have no good cards in my hand right now. Steal them all you want. You want another Kodohide Drumkit? Would you like shield block? Would you like the roaring applause? Oh, you took a shield block. Very nice. Okay. So you're going to become a 10-14. If I punch first, you'll be 11-15. That seems pretty good. If I punch with the weapon, I'd be stupid. It's a contest of health right now. If they ping this with their button, I'm happy with it. They're probably pinging that with the button now. I'll set the weapon up for a clear in the future. I've still not seen 4 to all yet. By all, I mean all my minions and my face. But the longer and longer this has gone on, the more and more I think I don't think they have it in their deck for some reason. Nope, they have it in their deck. They baited me. But an undead didn't die last turn, so sweet, I suppose. Nah, that's a pretty good top deck. Damn. I think we do 2 mana, draw 1 card. Okay, we're good.
Hey, you! Install these for me, won't you?
I'm not frightened enough of this to try and clear it off with my weapon. Honestly, fine with it. That I'm less fine with. Oh, where are we at? 3 to all. If they don't clear Pozzik off, I can clear it. They're clearing Pozzik. Makes sense. We're on 23 health. They're threatening 15, 18, 20 with the button. They've probably got 2 to... No, they have 4 to all because an undead died last... No, it'll be 2 by that point. So 22. That's pretty risky to leave myself here because they've probably found a weapon at some point. I'm just deciding whether or not I can't even Azshara, I just realised. Well, I can, but... The last Riff I played... Oh, fuck it. 411. Gain the armor. Sure. Build the wall! Put her up. Right, Azshara is now ready. Can they have another Azshara? Don't be Giga Thin. That's not that bad. It could definitely be better. Holy moly, they hit it with the face. Fair enough. I guess this does let them push 18 damage. What are you at? 5 to all minions. So if I push the button, it's 6. But I can't hit... Oh no, I could hit it in theory, but it'd be dumb, I'd die. Alternatively, I Astalor Bridge Riff.
What next?
Our gift of frost shields us.
This is at 6 now, right? We have Astalor set up. We have an 8-9 Renathal. They only have 2 cards left.
We have plotted long enough. Now we rise.
It's going to come down to what Colossals we get. And they had 2 bites at the cherry, so they're probably going to be better than mine. We need Gigafin, or we die. Hello, Lor'themar, just on time.
We have plotted long enough. Now we rise.
Not Gigafin. That's the problem. As in, I'm pretty sure that's lethal, right? Yeah, there's no way to survive. If I kill one of them, he still does 8 damage, 10, leaves me on 13. If I kill both of them, I take 24. Womp womp. Lost to identity theft, double Azshara. Feels bad. I'm 1-3. Disappointing. In practicing, I would say I'd had like a 60% win rate with this deck. I know it doesn't look great. I'm sure at legend level, you'll struggle. But you know, if it's not going to perform when you're showing it off, can you really trust it? Okay. Mages. I was eating mages up for dinner earlier. It could be Mech Mage. I'll hold the drum kit just in case it is. Renathal, you always have to show up, don't you? Do I think I've got a good matchup? In theory against Mech Mage, yes. Not necessarily with this hand, but in general, yes. If it's the aggro mage, where they throw a ton of arcane spells at you and frostbites, okay, it's Mech Mage. I'd probably say we don't into that one. If it's Light Show, then yes, because I think every deck has a favourable interaction to Light Show Mage, because it's not good. This is going to be a game of, can I get Brawl fast enough? Or can I set the drum kit up fast enough? I can't kill you right now. I don't want to just push the button. What are the odds of the play a mech on turn 3? Okay, so we have a problem. The automaton is going to get out of my reach pretty soon. That's very useful, though. Yeah, coin. Just take damage off the board. That's all I can do right now. We have Verse Riff next time. It'll take it up to the drum kit up to 3-all. Bless your cotton socks. You don't play mech this turn. It's actually really good for me. Another Verse Riff will hit the spot, by the way. Okay, not Verse Riff, but... I do want you to go up even more. So, the Gorilla Bot will live. So be it. And sorry, the 1-1 will also live. So be it. We're probably not going to have the time to play Blackrock and roll on 5. Expect Unity Precision to be coming out on 5.
Access denied. Audio processing.
Unity Precision, please.
Unity Precision.
Also, Brawl, please. I'm going to need it. I guess this game is going to show how weak the Kodohide Drumkit is even with the buff. Like, I'm just getting overrun and I drew both of them and they should be my control option. Not Brawl. Pretty certain we're screwed then. Flunky. The last thing was Frost Touch. I have to hope Frost Touch hits one of their minions and not mine. And ideally, the 2-1, I think. You hit my Flunky.
Thank you.
Feels bad. To be fair, it was a 1 in 3, right? It was going to kill one of my minions. That's a roughie. That's a matchup I'd expect to win more often than not, but didn't come to fruition. Warrior v Warrior. That's what I'm talking about. Please be playing Riff Warrior. It's Menagerie or Enrage, I think. I say that. That's too early to call it. There are definitely Riff Warriors running at 30. It's Riff Warrior. Maybe with some Menagerie, though, because it's odd that they just smash me in the face immediately with it.
This place is scary.
We don't want Talon. Treasure Guard Flint was in a previous iteration of this deck. And I don't have a turn 3 play. Well, 3, 4. Yeah, you know what? 5. Interesting. I guess... No, they could have pushed the button. What the fuck are they doing? Whatever. Sure, whatever. Shield Slam was just surplus to requirements, I suppose.
Job done.
Hook Fist plus Weapon, very nice. That'll give me some armor and some more draw. You are throwing out all the choruses right now. Or all the riffs, even. Do I School Teacher? Do I set the weapon up? I think I set the weapon up and don't attack. Especially now that I've drawn Astalor. That could be my 5 play. I was thinking I'm going to Hook Fist and push the button. And start setting up the Drumkit. Let's be frank, the matchup is really dictated about who draws Blackrock first. That's probably going to be the person that wins. And I don't think I play Astalor. I think I try to get more value from it. Do I swing them? I think I do. I think I want to draw cards to get to the Blackrock faster. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's still a good Pozzik.
I will grant you oblivion.
Gives them 2 cards that they want to play, but they don't want to play. They could play them both this turn. Lor'themar. Okay. What I wouldn't give for Blackrock, but I do have my full board clear at 10 mana combo. Give me 2 cards, please. Might be set up into a brawl, but if they brawl, then, you know, it's slowing them down again. Gives me another turn. How much armor? Oh, I forgot to mention at the very start of this, I was running Naga. How much was that? I didn't say, and it doesn't tell you. Piss. I don't think it was a lot, but I was running the Naga Giant for a potential 20 armor for a 0 cost minion. But since all the risks got reduced in 1 cost, I found it harder to get the 20 mana minion down to 0. So I just wasn't playing it enough, so I took it out. Don't do this to me, game.
Our gift of frost shields us.
I guess I'm fine to overdraw. Am I really fine? No. Definitely can get bitten in the behind here. But equally, we have a really nice board state right now. Don't do Blackrock. Don't do Lor'themar. That's all I asked for. There's the Brawl. Please. Oh, Voon, interesting. I didn't think there was enough variety in my deck to put Voon into it. It's not as bad as you'd think it would be. I'm not happy about it, but I'll work with it. Verse Riff, pretty nice here. It'll draw me another card, though. But that might be fine.
Pick me!
It's fine. We're back in it. They got lucky as well, because I imagine they're looking for Blackrock as well. You normally want to Blackrock before Lor'themar, but obviously I'm not going to wait. Okay, it's a big Swordmaster. I'll give you that. I just have to Lor'themar right now. I need to match the value they're getting. I won't have a Trenchstalker combo, though. That's the slightly scary thing here. I will have Olgra, though. Ideally, we can Blackrock the Olgra, but it's not going to be, you know, 30 plus damage. Whereas they do have a Trenchstalker. That right now isn't one-shotting me, but give it some time and it will do. Okay, this might be Mish-Mash Mosher into Riot. They also misplayed. They didn't use the weapon charge before trading. They might not use it, but they might as well have swung then. Yeah, okay. Ah, they are running Naga Giant. Right, go Mish-Mash Mosher. Nope, that's not the right card. Go! Attack! Bonk. 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 I love this. I love this card. Oh, another 10-1. Bet you don't duel like that where you're from, Roku. It's also pretty annoying. They might be running Astalor, so they might be able to ping it. They might have a bash as well. But you don't want to just do 1 damage to a minion, right? But they have to. Otherwise, they die. In fact, they have to clear both of these, realistically. And that's why I don't run Bladestorm in this deck anymore. Holy moly. Are you going to hit me with the weapon? You are. What is it at now? It's a 10-10. What are you at? 3-all. Astalor? Question mark. Push the button. Push the button does 4-all, so they will leave you on 4 and 6. So Astalor actually won't clear, probably.
Worthy or unworthy?
Alternatively, I Astalor Verse Riff, which will cast another Verse Rift, which will give this 5-all instead. But Astalor will take the damage then as well.
What next?
I'm going to risk it to have the 8-8 on the board. I think something is going to survive here. Probably Lemuria. Holy, we got lucky. I think I was right there, right? 6, 4, 10. Yeah, and we did 14-all. You'd have expected 1 minion to live on the board. Actually, you would have expected potentially 2, but... And this is huge for me now. Double taunt. You hate to see it. What's in the box? That's a pretty good minion to be in the box. Do you have an answer for this? Just asking for a friend.
Armament upgrade complete. I will grant you oblivion.
Then boop and boop. Just in case they have execute. Clear off both minions. They don't want to hit that with the face because they'll die. I expect another Brawl to be coming out here. But we'll see. Brawl Bladestorm. Unless obviously their minion survives. We live. Not gonna lie, I think I would have conceded after that. The sad thing is, I don't think I've got lethal by any means. Because I haven't got another Trenchstalker in the deck. Do I have any single target removal? I don't think I do. What was the last spell they played? Let me get my big minions. I'm also looking for That, I suppose. Asvedon to copy their Blackrock if they do play it. But I don't think they're going to have time to. I'm feeling good about this one. Okay, here's the Brawl. Finley, die please. Thank you. Obviously, don't want to copy that with Asvedon. And now Despair. Gain a bit of armor. Get some minions on the board. They have no more board clears anymore. Well, unless they're running the meme bash combo.
Unity, precision.
Oh, they copied Zilliax. Very good, very nice. Very good. How do I want to do this? Probably bash into Verse Rift. See what's in my school teacher first. Don't pick Bladestorm, it's a lie. Because it'll hit the Nargling and just do 1 damage. So it's basically Whirlwind. I've made that mistake before. Speaking of making that mistake before, I don't have the mana to do what I wanted to do. So, I think you're actually going to get another Zilliax hit off. No, yeah, no. What if there's no target to execute? What if I'm Nargling into Bridge Rift to get 2 Bridge Rifts? That has to be right. It looks weird, but it was actually the right play. It was the right pick as well to make that play. Aww. Oh, there's a big giant. Right. Draw first. That's a pretty good card. That's a pretty good card. I wish it was 21 and 4, but we're 2 and 4 now. We'll play out one more. I will say, and we might end up 2 and 5 here. I think 2 of the games we were somewhat unlucky. The other ones, we were nowhere near. We could have quite easily come out of this like 4 and 3, 3-4, 2-5, 5-2. So I'll say what I said for the conclusion for this deck. And I will say there are some cards I think I should take out and refine. So I might come back with another version of this. Just to let you know in the future. I honestly think we're like 2 to 4 cards away from this like Riff Warrior deck being a real menace to just the ladder. What does it need? It honestly needs a little bit of an extra kick in the early game to control slightly better. Like Bash Bladestorm doesn't really cut it. In fact, I just don't. I don't like Bladestorm, particularly in this meta at least. I'm honestly considering Finleying it, but I won't. The fight over me in Priest, if that was in Warrior, I really think a Control Warrior deck could be viable then. It would just give it that extra little bit of survivability, the extra little bit of value that you need. Just to take it up a few percentage on win percentage. But without it, you struggle to live through the early game into the hyper-aggressive decks. For example, I think this is Frost. It's not, it's a Rainbow deck. Okay, not this one, but against Frost, it's so hard to live through the early game. I hold on Finley. But yeah, it just needs that little bit of extra. I'm very scared. There's some giant things in that hand.
Who here can spell Zilliax? Anybody?
Bladestorm is bad. Call to the Stand is probably going to be bad. I'll take Riot. That is real bad. Okay, I think this is Brawl. Everyone else feeling like brawling here? Come on, you can do it. Live. Damn it. Still, we removed 14, 18 of stats off the board. Other things I think the deck could do with a win condition would be nice. I think this Trenchstalker one is just too much of a meme. I mean, I've literally not got it off yet, right? The full combo. It needs an inevitability, like Mograine, for example, in Blood Death Knight. Then you could... Fuck, this hand is horrible. Then you could actually see a world where the deck could thrive. Do I Lavagorger? Do I just flip my deck upside down? What are you at? 2. You know what? I think a Colossal is the most reliable way out of this now. It's going to be a slow play, I'll give you that. Maybe they'll trade with me, I don't know. I'd love a card for Warrior. And I can't remember what it used to be called, but there was a card like it where it was like, build your own deck at the end of the game. Like, add an extra 5 cards to your deck, and... I can't remember if it was from, like... I think it was Crate, like, you discovered 5 cards, and it got added to your deck at the end. Maybe even as, you know, 2 copies of each one. Just to, like, pull the game out a bit longer. I think that could be an interesting way for Warrior to go. Oh my god, I need Brawl. 16, 23, 27. You're not ready. Brawl, please! I think it's the only thing that saves me. Goodbye, Lor'themar. You're too slow. That doesn't really do it for me either. Because this is sad times coming. I don't get the increased stats on Zilliax. That was a turn. 16, 20, 27. So I do live. The problem I've got right now is even if I do find Brawl, I won't live the turn afterwards anyway. I mean, this is just an unlucky one. They drew 2 Dissonant Presences in their opening hand. I'm a slow deck. They hit Malignant Horror with it, and they hit Nerubian Swarm Guard. It happens. Oh, and they hit No Muncher as well. Flunky, no offense, buddy. But you're also not going to cut it.
This place is scary.
Which one do I want? I mean, we're not going to play it, so I'll take that, I suppose. Just despair. Well, we end 2 and 5, but it is what it is, right? Lost to Rainbow Death Knight, lost to Blood Death Knight as well. Lost to a deck that stole my cards. Womp womp. Womp womp. What did I do the first time? I think I went like... Did I go 5 and 2 with this deck? Well, not this one, but this type of deck. Feels bad. The sad thing as well, as I said in the practice, I was doing so much better. I was like 6 and 2 or something. It is what it is. Anyway. There's definitely changes. I think Mish-Mash Mosher Riot combo is just a meme. I think it's too late to wait for 10. Honestly, just Riot on its own maybe is good enough. Maybe even 2 copies of it. I'm not sure yet. The Roaring Applause, it's nice, but you might need to amend your little tribes in the early game somewhat. I think the drum kit is just disgraceful. I think the balancing on it is really bad. I probably, on my next iteration, will take both out and put Sword Eater back into the deck again. Gives me another tribe tag for Roaring Applause, gives me a weapon. And isn't just complete doo-doo. Then, what I say is the star of the show. What card do I think has definitely improved it? I think Flunky being a 2-3, very good against the early game aggro. I think that's a good card to run in the deck. Biggest surprise, I think, Pozzik. Playing Pozzik against some of the early aggro decks is just so brutal for them. They have to play the 3-mana 3/3s. And it's really nice for this deck in particular because you have a slow turn on 5 anyway. So if you can make the opponent have a slow turn on their 5 as well, it lets you play a Blackrock and roll. I don't think we really got that combo off, but in the practice, this happened a lot. I played Pozzik into Blackrock and roll, and things were sweet, baby. Other than that, I think this is where Warrior is. They're probably somewhere around the 45% win rate with the Rift deck. They're still missing some pieces. That's my analysis of Warrior. Anyway, thanks for anyone that followed, thanks for anyone that joined the stream. It was much appreciated. YouTube, this is also goodbye to you. Next time we'll check out something else. I have been building... Oh boy, have I been building. Oh boy, I've been building. Maybe next time. Goodbye.